This is a Sports Catastrophe production. Hey there, Heather, ho there, Jeff Cutter Diamond. Welcome you to another Sports Catastrophe birthday boy. And the birthday boy for today, March the 23rd, is an NBA player who is currently with the Brooklyn Nets in the NBA. He was the Rookie of the Year. He was playing for Cleveland for many seasons. And then decided to head away. And up in 2017, head to Boston. Then he's now with Brooklyn. So he is actually a member of the Standing Rock Sioux tribe, and is a philanthropist to the Lakota people on the reservation. He's also known in the media entertainment world as Uncle Drew for his advertisements, and he even was, him as Uncle Drew was at a featured film in 2018. He is 30 years old today, and he is Kyrie Irving. Now, I know Kyrie Irving, it's controversial and all that stuff, his name now, but let's go with context to find out who this guy was. He was born in Australia to a pair of American expatriates. He holds dual American and Australian citizenship because his father went to Australia to play professionally. His mother is African American / Lakota, died of illness when he was 4. And Irving's father remarried. However, Kyrie Irving's stepmother is his agent. Weird. So anyway, he almost went to Boston University because of his father's connections to Boston U. He was highly recruited, but he went to Duke, which was great and all that. In his rookie season, he was strongly one of the best NCAA freshmen. Unfortunately, he had a severe ligament injury in his big toe. And unfortunately, though, he didn't play the rest of the season until the first round of the NCAA tournament. Duke got to the Sweet 16 but lost to Arizona. So Kyrie Irving didn't really play a lot. But he said he would forego his eligibility and enter the 2011 NBA draft. And Cleveland said, we need this guy. We need a good point guard to run the offense. And even though this was the first year after LeBron left for Miami, Cleveland ended up winning the draft lottery. They sucked, but they won it. And Kyrie Irving became Rookie of the Year. I mean, the guy was an icon. And then in 2013, he got to his first All-Star game and all that. He was named All-Star Game MVP in 2014. And then in 2015, the 14-15 season, he signed a 5-year, $90 million contract extension with the Cavs. But what also helped Cleveland was that LeBron James was coming back to Cleveland after 4 years away with Miami and giving Miami 4 straight finals appearances and 2 titles. And also the whole Minnesota-Cleveland trade that sent Andrew Wiggins, beg pardon, from Cleveland to Minnesota for Kevin Love. So anyway, they were terrible. They started out 5-7. However, they went on a winning streak. They were just barely above 500 through December. But, after dropping to 19-20, the Cavs won 12 straight games. So they looked good and all that. And Will Chamberlain scoring 62 points. That Kyrie Irving put up 57 points for the Cavs against the Spurs, but that was the most points by a player in a regular season game against the defending champion since Will Chamberlain in 1962. And Irving's 57 points was the most by a Cleveland Cavs player in a regular season game. Irving helped the Cavs put up a great 34-9 run to get themselves as the number 2 seed in the Eastern Conference. The Cavs got to the NBA Finals against the Golden State Warriors, but the Warriors won in 6 games after Kyrie Irving got a knee injury in overtime of Game 1 of the finals. He had fractured left kneecap. Irving came back to the team in December 2015 after injury. Helped the Cavs somehow, in some way, get to the NBA Finals and win, coming back from a 3-1 series deficit. Irving took over Game 7. He was the guy who scored the critical three-pointer with under a minute left to get the Cavs to win Game 7 in Golden State, and shot everyone by becoming the first NBA team to rally from 3-1 finals deficit and giving Cleveland its first NBA title and first major sports title since 1964. He would continue to play for the Cavs in 2017, but the Warriors were determined to take that first step to get their title back. They lost in 5. Irving wanted to be traded. He wanted to be the focal point of the team instead of being second banana to LeBron James. So he got his wish. He was traded to Boston in exchange for Isaiah Thomas. Not that one, the guy from Washington. Jay Crowder, Andy Civic, and a first-round pick. But Thomas failed his physical, so the Celtics decided to give the Cavs a second-round pick in 2020. So anyway, he played for the Celtics and all that. Unfortunately, he couldn't play for them in the 2018 playoffs because of a tension wire in his left knee and all that. But he came back for the Celtics, and they took on the Bucks in the second round of the playoffs, but lost to Milwaukee. And then in free agency, he decided to go to Brooklyn, who were basically trying to build a team to help the city out and all that. He put up 50 points, becoming the first player in NBA history to score 50 or more points in a team debut, which was amazing. All that. Unfortunately, Irving would miss time due to a right shoulder injury, and by February of 2020, he had season-ending surgery on his shoulder just before COVID hit. He would be fine and all that. Unfortunately for Kyrie, things look bad in the 2021-22 season. Nets GM Sean Marks said that Irving would be ineligible to play or practice with the team due to New York's COVID-19 vaccine mandate until Irving is vaccinated. Despite being unvaccinated, by December 17th, because the Nets lost players due to injuries and health and safety protocols, the Nets said that Irving could play on the team, but he would have to play outside the New York area and Toronto because, Canada's COVID-19 stuff. So anyway, Irving would make his debut in 2022. And New York City by February 2020 said that the city would lift its vaccine mandate for indoor activities by March 7th. However, Irving was subject to a different workplace vaccine mandate. In a public statement, Adams said that making an exemption for Irving would send the wrong message to other people employed in the city. But still, he's done pretty well. He put up 60 points just a few days ago against the Magic. Kyrie Irving could have played for Australia in the 2012 Olympics, but decided no, he wanted to be trying for the American team. Well, he did. He was on the U.S. national team when they won the World Cup in 2014, the Basketball World Cup. It was named tournament MVP. And yes, he was part of the 2016 squad that won the Olympic gold medal. Anyway, in the regular season, in numbers from 2011 to 2021, not including this year, he's played 582 games, 22.8 points per game, 5.7 assists, 3.8 rebounds. In the playoffs, he's played 70 playoff games in 5 playoff runs, 2015, 2016, 2017, getting to the finals, 2019, 2021, being knocked out in the second round, 23.4 points per game, not bad. So, he won the title in 2016, 7-time All-Star, All-Star Game MVP 2014, Rookie of the Year, 3-point contest champion, Rising Stars MVP. It's funny because Irving was the role of Uncle Drew in a series of Pepsi Max advertisements and all of that. He did well. And then that got him in a featured film and all that, which is funny and all that. He has some good business ventures and all that. Kyrie Irving and his ex-girlfriend have a daughter together. But anyway, Irving and his older sister were welcomed into the Standing Rock Indian Reservation and the Lakota people heritage and all that. Kyrie Irving now has a 100% plant-based diet and all that. And Irving said he would be committed to Islam. Okay? So unfortunately, Kyrie Irving is also known for saying that the earth is flat and all that. Well, he said that in 2017, but by October 2018, he did apologize. I mean, he is what he is, so, I mean, I'm not too bitter at that. I mean, at least he apologized. Can't blame him. I know about this whole unvaccinated bullcrap and all that. But, I mean, that's the problem. I mean, my stance is that if he got vaccinated, he could have helped Brooklyn out. If Brooklyn flounders this year, completely flounders, then he's going to get the share of a lot of blame, and people will probably want to. Brooklyn Nets fans probably want to hurt him, but it's his own decision, so we got to stand by him somehow. Anyway, I'm shut down. I do.